can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis. Davis Hall again, Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Under heat, he gets rid of it. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Get the quarterback off the spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on him. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all three of those on this play. Finish it off with a nice lick. Nice physical play.
And that's why he is an all-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Looking to throw, it's Manning. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on third down brings us to 4.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
He's brought down, but really solid effort to pick up a little bit of yardage. Keep going on the punt return. Wants to throw on first down. Shoved out of bounds after a big game. They'll mark it at the +32.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has...
What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Longhorns are in the hurry-up. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Now the play fake. A little release to the back. Into the end zone. Can't quite cross the frame to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game of divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Big guy smells it. Into the house. Touchdown. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
I tell you what, this part of the field, once you start getting in the red zone, the field shrinks. You got more big bodies in the field. The running threat is real. Tight ends come on the field, and what happens? Run a little play action off of it, get into the big phone. That's just plucking out the sky, getting the touchdown.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down on 26. So Texas has it in, and here comes the offense. To the air, it's Manning.
zone coverage and they're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's got his man. Knocked down for the tackle.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands and get into your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Horns up and ready to hook him. Serious noise on third down in DKR. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. It's complete. Makes him talk to the hand. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. The Longhorns look to keep this drive humming. Holes and throws. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw it. Setting up the screen. They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. He stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ball.
Back to pass, it's Manning. They're working that left side. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Texas! Extra point here will tie the game.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. He sees his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss and find the end zone.
Coming out with it, it's Moore. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, and they get him on the ground at the 20. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback with this one, because last drive he had way too much power.
Looking to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38 and a first down.
I like the running back there on the route patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out of the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Pocket breaking down. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
You know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down, fist, up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
And that is no good. And after missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, great. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points on the scoreboard there.
Off play action on 1st down. Here's the pressure. Pulls it in. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to the running back in space with great tackles and make things happen because they're so dynamic.
On 3rd downs like this, you want to attack the middle of the field. You got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He's got it. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Longhorns have it with a 1st and goal. Sets up the screen. Looking for the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Longhorns!
In the passing game, paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in this situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target. Accurate throw in 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Moore. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone. Did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together. Backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Off the play fake on 1st down. Wants to throw. Dumps it off to the pass. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down. But a good gain on that play. And the Longhorns in the hurry-up. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down.
Really good job running the ball, getting that 1st down. Now here comes the tempo.
Here comes the heat. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think he'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Got a man. It's Bingo. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in the rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
Wants to throw. It's Manning. Scrambling away. Fires on the move. Brady's been all by himself. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. He's got him in the flat. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to get give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space. Man, this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, this offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive. Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You've got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard, so you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
And back to the air on second down. Zings it complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I know everyone's yelling like you didn't get the first down, we need more yards. But if you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a third down. And guess what? Nowadays, fourth down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
Looking to throw, it's Manning. Finds his big tight end. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to a huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring margin. Now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab on the left. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. We'll give him a couple on that. It's 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down to the 48. The Longhorns want to break the tempo. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 37.
The RPO game works really well for this offense because the running back is very patient. It's a bit of a delayed handoff, but he's very good at finding the creases and finding the lanes and then putting his foot in the ground and getting north.
Dropping back, it's Manning. Snagged in the middle, it's Moore. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Longhorns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Power football with the Horns. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. Lots of real focus focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Finds the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. He smashes his way through again. Past the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Longhorns!
It's so nice as a quarterback, and it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Moore. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Makes the grab. It's Moore. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. They'll put in play from the 27, first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
The Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. Scanning the field, it's Manning. Buys a little extra time. He'll let it go to the left. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beat.
And the Longhorns are moving quickly down the field.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
And this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a first half.
The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man on the outside. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Wants to go up top. Right on the money. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Using his legs to buy some time. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Throws to the tight end. Finds space on the right. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback, good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all not enough.
comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22.
First and 10.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Quarterback moving. Throws to the back. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there. Forces second down.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defenders bearing down on him. They're able to get in the head and make sure it falls incomplete.
Give to the back.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. Making side adjustments here. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on third down. Dropping back, it's Manning. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. They'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up the flag.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Uncorks one. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the head.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Looking to throw for it. It's complete to the left. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. Excellent situational awareness to make the grab and get just enough of that first down.
And how about the play call? They didn't want to hold on to the football. They wanted to get that thing out of their hand, trust the receiver to make the catch, and then what does he do? Gets the first down, gets out of bounds, new set of downs for this offense.
And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. It's caught. It's Moore. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air. It's Manning. Here's a heat. He's going to take off. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
And he's really proven to this defense that he's just not a one-trick pony. He can beat you through the air, and now he can do this. Now he can take off and scramble, move the sticks, get his first down for his offense. This defense, they're starting to learn pretty quickly. This guy is a talented joker at quarterback.
Looking downfield on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. He's out of bounds at the 26-yard line.
job by the receiver getting out of bounds to save some clock. You're probably out of field goal range, so you're thinking Hail Mary here at the end of the first half.
And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. This might be a little easier if it was straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. Never a doubt. And with that, they've taken the lead.
We'll have to see that, right? They put themselves in a position at the end of the half to take the lead. They put it on their kicker. He knocks it through the upright. So nothing but good vibes for this team now with the lead heading in at halftime.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Just enough time to get off one final play in the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Under fire. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. And that'll do it here in the second quarter. Halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. The Longhorns will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Texas offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half. To get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
And the Longhorns, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Might as well give it to him again. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football. And they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Wants to throw again. This time on target. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Longhorns will hustle to the line. Now from inside the red zone. Buying some time. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the catch. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to stop. looking downfield. It's Manning. He's got the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
We hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the corners of this place trying to help their defense. He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front. The Longhorns will hunt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Catches it at the 30. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positive, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
To throw, it's Manning. Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
And he makes the grab, but the officials immediately signal that he's out of bounds.
You just got to have better awareness if you're the wide receiver and understanding where the sideline is. That time, it didn't even look like he was trying to get any feet down in bounds.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. And the Longhorns send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Pulls it fire complete. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. It continues to be a long day as they are just scoring every time he gets the ball. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. Back to pass, it's Manning. Intercepted, the defense is set. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what Wants to throw on first down. Moving out of the pocket. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Longhorns! And that one will get the lead. Texas fine and fighting through the air and on the ground. Reminiscent of Colt McCoy's big day against A&M in 2009.
Yeah, just doing whatever they want. And this is a good spot to be. Listen, Texas gets a highly recruited kid at quarterback every single year. Can this be the guy that takes them to the next level? Today is a good day.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. That's caught. It's Hugo. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll try the run. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. And the Longhorns come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short play. They'll try to power their way ahead. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Caught in the backfield, it's Washington. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
How about that stick at the end? Nice job sticking the big tight end, making sure he doesn't get that first down. That's how you play physical defense. That's how you make him remember those tackles later in the game.
So now it's 2nd and 1. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to pass. It's Manning. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The defense coming up big there. The sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt, when you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling plays.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The short hands, it's Baxter. And it's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the mark.
That's why, as a defense, you feel okay playing man coverage on 3rd down because you know you've got linebackers and you've got players on your defense that can cover these dangerous running backs mano-a-mano. Nice job tackling in the open field.
Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Trying to take it back. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Texas!
And that's going to make the defensive coordinator happy because he's just hoping his defense can get off the field there on 4th down. Just get a stop, get a tackle, back the ball away. We're going to pick it off, and we're going to take it to the house. Great play.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Under fire. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first one.
tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. So we open the final period with a third down play. Back to throw, it's Manning. That's reeled in, it's Baxter. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Longhorns racing to the line in a hurry up.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Makes the grab, it's Baxter. And he'll be run down.
And his offense is going to have to come on clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's...
There he goes. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing the quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Pulls it in, it's Baxter. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Marking at the 17, and they are set up.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. If you can't throw it late, it's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
They just keep firing. Grabbed in the middle. It's Moore. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Dropping back, it's Manning. Working that left side now. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the 1st down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
Complete out of the backfield. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. Now it's 2nd and goal. Here's the handoff. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again. Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Bob.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, I got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
A fourth-quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lip to the end zone. And it's picked off. He goes down after the short return. What a play to get the football back.
It doesn't get any better for the defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet. It's getting pretty close.
Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. That one to really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll run play action. Now he's going to break the pocket. He's got it. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And that's what the running game can do for an offense. You run the football, you have some success. Then what do? You stick the ball out there, you pull it back, you run some play action, you complete the football, get a first down. Nice balance by this offense.
And the Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Bringing the heat. Got it in the middle, it's Wingo. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
The Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside give. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. It's complete to the right. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on 4th down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Buys a little time. He's in open space downfield. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits.
And pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading it out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Quarterback making checks. Back to throw. It's Manning. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
They're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. This juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to win. The sense of urgency is just off the charts.
Pressure coming. On the move, he fires. Another interception. This guy's can't find his own players. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback